You know the problem. You've heard your kids say it. She hates me. I can't go to class. She hates me. I can't go to scouts with her. She hates me. There's no way I'm going to choir with her because she hates me. We've also thought stuff like, I dread going to work today. I dread going to school today. I just dread practice. So it must be a bad idea to go, right? How do we work with thoughts like this?
But it's not what you're made for, and there's nothing that is too late for.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Ellen Hart. I'm your teen young adult therapist mom, and I'm here to explain some things or throw around some spaghetti so we learn some concepts together. Today, the concept is emotional reasoning. Emotional reasoning is a construct developed by CBT therapists to describe the situation that we all go through, where our body and our emotions are giving us feedback and telling us what to do, what decisions we should be making based on how they feel. We are sensing somehow that a girl who might be friends with us, or a situation, a place that we've been several times before that's always been comfortable for us suddenly is uncomfortable. You know, maybe that girl gave us a nasty look sometime. Maybe that coach or professor had some not well worded feedback for us. Whatever reason, our bodies got jacked up about it. And now when we think about approaching the same activity, the same place, even something we used to love, it doesn't feel the same. Our bodies feel really, really tense. We feel sick to our stomach. We may be cold, we may be hot. In general, we just don't want to go. Our emotions are tied into something that used to just be a matter of course. We just went to class, we just went to school, we just went to football practice. And now it's a big ask for us emotionally to do something we were just doing. What's going on here? Well, our bodies are very wise, very smart. The body interacts with the noggin to create this sensory environment that prevents us from repeating things over and over again that may do us harm. Only problem is that we live in a modern world, and the kind of harm that we have is not that somebody bopped us upside the head or that we fell off a cliff. The kind of harm we have is that somebody didn't like our shoes, or somebody just said something that hurt our feelings. And so our problems are different, but we've got the same caveman bodies that we're working with inside. It feels like reasoning inside us when it's happening, but it's not. This is a problem. We call it emotional reasoning. We're doing reasoning. It's a bad idea to go to school. It's a bad idea to go to scouts. It's a bad idea to go to practice with our bodies and our emotions. Our bodies and our emotions are not really equipped with the same logic structures that our frontal lobes have. So it's not the best idea. How can we get around this? This is going to be a real problem for everybody walking around in a human body. Let me give you a few tips. First of all, we're going to pause. We're going to stop anytime our body is jacked up. That means when we are feeling most like we need to act, we're going to slow our roll. And when we pause, we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to ask ourselves, are you sure? Are you sure is a powerful question. It doesn't mean like, are you sure? Like we're doubting your thought process. We're doubting all of it. Are we sure we really don't want to go to school? I mean, there are some good things about school, and makeup work is a bitch. Oh, excuse me. Makeup work is a problem. Do we really not want to go to practice? We had so much fun at the recital last year, and we got flowers and we got to hang out with our friends. Are you sure it can be more powerful than you think, as long as it's done in a slow way? We're also going to understand that different opinions can be valid, and that there's going to be a lot of different points of view anywhere we go. That our body feels like school is terrible, but that if our friends think it's okay, or if our teacher seems comfortable, or if our principal is happy to see us in the morning, maybe school is not going to be so bad. For those of us in college, it feels like a terrible idea to go to class. It feels like a waste of time. But are you sure can be a good question. Like, yeah, maybe the professor is going to lecture and lecture and lecture and lecture. But if you go up and you just get to know them just a little bit, they might seem more interesting. Or in the very least, if they're grading your paper, they're going to be a little more generous with your grade, perhaps. Remember, you need to think about both and thinking. We're really into that around here. So it's not, I have to be comfortable and happy all the time, or I have to stay in my bed. It is, I'm going to go to school, I'm going to go to practice, I'm going to go to sports, and some of it is going to be really unpleasant, but some of it is going to be really helpful. I'm going to learn a new skill I didn't know. I'm going to get some tolerance for things that are not exactly my speed or my style. And I'm going to get farther in my own goals. If you can think about it, yeah, this is unpleasant and I'm going to get something. Both and you'll be able to tolerate a lot more difficult situations going through. That's the way we're going to do it, folks. I believe that you can do it too. I'm going to go practice some of it myself. See you next time.
In the sun.